Hi, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, microphone be damned. I am doing this a fourth time. I'm not doing this any more times. Sorry, I need to get some sleep. I need to see my daughter. I need to do things with my life. Let's just jump right in. Welcome to Godot 3, Tuesday's class, part 2. Let's study the file. So again, I hope you guys are interested in making a top-down shooter because that is exactly what we're doing. And what I want to do is I want to look at the files today, exactly what we are going to be editing, how they work, so forth and so on. I've also officially joined, is it Chris? Chris? I hope it's Chris. The guy who makes the Kids Can Code guy. And I'm actually, I said thank you. I joined his Patreon. I'm only throwing $5 his way, but you know, he's given so much. Might as well give a little back. We looked at the bulletish. Did we look at the bulletish? I guess, let's see. Extends rigid body 2D. Kinematic body, enemy. There's just so many ways to look at this. Again, I'll put a link because he's actually building these scenes he's building these tutorials as he goes. He's on part 2, but I want to just do it in a reverse engineer way because that's how I understand stuff. And with that wonderful MIT license, I've got no problem with it. Like, what we're doing, which is good. Everything's good. Export, export, export. So, we have a lot of export files. Let's start with this, guys. We're going to start something small. What am I looking at? The tank GD? Okay, so tank GD is the Godot strip related to the tank. I want to look at the tank. And right off the bat, I see export. So, I guess that's not pack scene, that's just export. I forgot what export files do. He's exporting stuff. This is why people who learn from me through the slow, hard way. Is there a pack scene here too? I have a bullet here that's packed. How is that packed? I don't see any. Pack scene. That's good. That's what I wanted. There you go. When you pack a scene, it's a way to contain the scene inside the scene. I guess, is that obscene? What is a scene? Do we have to go all the way back to that? Okay. Yeah, I guess so. Some of the stuff should be related to. We'll do a little bit of review from the original videos. So yeah, you know what I'm gonna do? If you don't know what a scene is, you can click right here. But I guess let's do it really quickly. What is exactly a scene file? Godot 3 docs. Go 3 scene. Scene tree. Yay! Let's click on this really quick. Because again, if you don't know these things, you tend to have a tendency to forget them. Main loop, main case, root point, scene tree, scene, active, inactive. A little too far. Let's go back to scenes and nodes. So, I would rather just start with a scene. Where the heck is scene? Oh, introduction to nodes, scenes. Here we go. So scenes is basically you have a player, you have a sprite, right? This is a player scene. You can also have a main file scene, and the main file scene is the first game scene that will actually start the game. The way that Godot works is everything is built in nodes, parent-child nodes. Wow, we are doing total review. And then as you have these parent-child nodes, they link to a main parent, and that parent usually could be considered like the main scene. And then what you do is it's like these things then embed each other, so you can call upon scenes in your file. That's what I'm trying to show. So here we have a packed scene. This means that the let's see, tank here actually contains a little bit of script related to the bullets. Yes, like a whole scene inside it. I'm going to keep moving on. Okay, so I'm looking at tank. Function ready is how you start in Godot script, how you start a scene to actually, get started. You don't always have to have it, but I see it as the default thing that they do. Looking at to see the animation player here, this little $sign right here that some people just don't know calls on things here. So there should be a bullet or something like that. He's a fan. Look at Chris's code before. He's a fan of like labeling the gun's muzzles, which is so cool. He also usually uses gun timers to time out bullet fire, so that way it's not just like shooting a lot of bullets. The other thing you need to know is that when you fire a lot of bullets, then it has a tendency to use RAM and system resources. So if you fire 1,000 bullets, your computer has to process 1,000 bullets. Animation player here. He's got one animation. Okay, this is all good. Again, we're just like kind of looking over everything as far as script wise and what we're going to be manipulating. He's got his if then, if input dot x. Okay, if then variables. Cool, cool, cool. I fully don't like. The thing is funny is like I fully don't understand all this stuff. This is why again, I look at other people's tutorials. I'm looking at his tutorial related to this. I don't know how much of this is going to cover. He's covered it in other tutorials as well. And this is, I just kind of just jump in. So yeah, man. Okay, let's see. I want to look at the main file, Tish. How did he set up everything here? So he packs a map. We can see that. Let's see if we go to main. There's a packed map right here. That means he's contained the map scene. Okay, he set up his tank cameras. Oh, really cool. So this is how he's actually has a tracking. Nice. I didn't realize this when I played this game before, or played the game file, is that, yeah, the camera's actually moving with him. So what will be great for this, and we have like tank. And right here, he's embedded this scene right here, the character, tank, into the main scene. So what's going to be great for us is that when I start making or start putting in the custom character I want to work with, then the camera will actually follow the player just by default. And this is why give credit where copyright is due. You know what I mean? This is great. This is just such a shortcut. I'm thinking about you doing something for the for the Ludum Dare. This would be a great start just right off the bat, because then I don't have to program this stuff. And if not, like if I need to know how to like make a Zelda-like game and how to get the camera to follow, I've got this code right here. And again, you know, it's not like you can own the code, the programming, but to be safe, I would give credit where I pull the code. And you know, again, thank you for the Chris Kids Can Code guy. I hope it's Chris. Oh jeez. Still calling him a Kids Can Code guy until I get his name memorized in my head. This is a huge like help to get started on actually making a game. We've got this file right here. All right, so what else do we need? Make tile set. So he is using tile sets, right? Again, this is just in the res. I haven't even seen all the other files and stuff. And wow, man. I don't know. Again, I don't know if I'm gonna restructure files here because this is a lot. But again, we're just getting a sense of like what are all the files that we're gonna use. Bullets are good. If you have a projectile game, bullets are gonna be big. There could also be another way to program just regular melee weapons. I'll have to look into that. That could be a thing. But again, that's not gonna be in our goals. All right. So what else do we have? Enemy Tish. Why is the enemy important? I want to see how he does. Does he do a finite state machine? It doesn't look like he has a finite state machine. Fancy word. Although those are awesome. Let me play this sucker. But the finite state machine would help for enemies. And I might have to program one. This doesn't... Yeah, it's not... He doesn't have a finite state machine yet. It looks like... And if I really... I know it's funny. If we go into... Let's see what he... How does he do the pathfinding for the enemy GD? What is interesting about his pathfinding? Let's see if I can find pathfinding. Health bar, function process, that's shoot, function ready. I guess I'll have to look again. You know, I'm doing this again kind of bad where I'm just jumping in, and in that regard, yeah, he's packed his scenes bullets like he's done before. I'm jumping in so I can actually look. I know because I need to make the time and look through his tutorials at least a couple more times, like to really memorize everything. I haven't seen his video in like a week or so. I don't know how long he's posted it. Maybe it's been 3 or 4 days. But I need to check on how he's actually doing pathfinding. Last time he did it for the space thing, the space shooter, and he did his pathfinding like I actually drew a line path. But let's see. Path follows 2D. Path follow 2D. Path follow 2D. Let's go to tank right here. So again, the main scene is here. I have tank here. Tank. Which tank is it? Okay, that seems to be the player tank. So I can actually go to the enemy scene. I'm interested in how he pops them up too. You know, to me this is fun to work backwards. I just like working backwards. Maybe because I am a bit backwards in my brain sometimes. Who knows? Okay, collision 2T, collision shape, detect, muzzle, animation player. I don't see anything here. We have a health bar. Cool. Didn't know that about health bars. And I'm looking for a detect. What is this detect? Is this the thing? Whoa. Ha ha ha. Oh, how cool is that? This is similar to what Nathan did with his. This is really cool. Like that makes a lot of sense. So that's what he has as a detect. So like so what is it detecting? I wonder. So we know it's detect now. We can go in the file, click this. I can actually press Control F and find DETECT and export var detect radius. Oh, he's export. Okay, let's see where else do we find this. Detect collision shape 2D radius detect radius. So he's probably using this to find a path, is what I would assume. This is really cool. And again, this helps me out. So he uses a collision 2D shape and uses detect. Now the one I liked how Nathan from GD Quest, he did his thing and he had like little bars and stuff, or he had little graphics. But I also like the simplicity of this where the kids can code guy. Again, until I memorize your name, dude, and you're watching this, probably not watching this, but I like how he's actually simplified it. And again, I just want to show that really quick how he simplified the detection thingamajiggy. He's actually just has it like this. So this is really cool. It's a collision shape. So it's a node and a collision shape. Now how he's programmed that, I'm not sure. We have a path follow 2D, but this isn't the path follow 2D. I don't see a path follow 2D. That's the other thing that's got me. And I don't see any embedded scripting. Do I see? Let's see. Path. Let's see. Control F. Path. Let's see if it's path follow. Yeah, it's parented by path follow 2D. So cool. He is using a nice. He's using a path follow 2D to detect something probably, and then moving it along the path. I like this. I like this so far. I'm just again trying to understand. In this case, this is more of a game design issue, and not so much just the GD script. But again, game design and GD script, this is where things kind of go hand in hand. When you're making a game, you have to develop it in the sense of game design, and you have to figure out how to program things. All right, this is a good start. To tell you the truth, guys, I was a little bummed out because I had to do this thing 4 times. I've had a good day. I'm not saying it's not been a bad day. It's just to be honest, sometimes making these videos does take a toll a little bit. I didn't want to do too much. It's about about 17, 22 minutes. I think we're gonna end it here. Yes. The other thing too, I just want to do a couple of things. I'm trying to get into the Ludum Dare. I'm trying to build a Godot 3 team. I know you guys are beginners, but hey, if you want to come in, try to learn something, try to chip in, whatever, this is what we're trying to do. It's going to be kind of cool. Again, I'm really excited that my cohort here, Jeremy, I've got him to actually start making videos, and this is really great. And the final thing, again, I don't know if I'm going to do a title pending or whatever. Yeah, Zuckerberg, huh? Doing Congress stuff. Alrighty, I think that's it. Guys, insert catchy phrase here. I'm just going to get the heck out of here. I got to get some sleep. I love you all. Hope you've learned something. Like, subscribe, and put some comments below.